Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with AKI versus GuruSkippy. This is going to be in the round of 4, so here we are in the semifinals. This is going to be a best-of-3 game. I am Harlequin. With me, as always, is the esteemed Mr. 5-Star General. So, sir, we've seen some terrific play out of our Commando Knob friend today. How do you think his game plan is going to change at all for the Apothecary situation?
Well, he's getting a shooter first here. He's getting a shooter slugger. Oh, man, I love GuruSkippy. You know why I love GuruSkippy?
Double sluggers.
Yes, you know why I love GuruSkippy? Because he uses builds that I use.
There we go. That'll aid a little bit here. Again, we get to see out of AKI the triple scout opening as well. So we're going to see triple scouts here in Assault Marines and Apothecaries and all of that fun stuff here. And double sluggers coming out for GuruSkippy.
Yeah, that will allow him to deal a little bit better with the Assault Space Marines, but it's going to make it a little tougher for him to go ahead and deal with those triple scouts. Now, the thing working in his favor here is that he does have the Commando Knob, who deals incredibly well with scouts, because he's able to force melee the scouts and basically just chase them down. He does a lot of damage per second to them, and if he ever gets a melee with them, he also does a pretty good job melee. So, you know, scouts kind of have no recourse once the Commando Knob is chasing them, but
we got that single generator up once again. This is the trademark first generator for AKI here, just getting him enough power to get on with his build there.
Yeah, I mean, see, he gets it up very early because he has those scouts. So they're able
here we have it, scouts versus Commando Knob, and scouts are out of there.
Retreat.
They don't want any of that.
Yeah, they're hoping to catch the sluggers. Capping basically is what they want to do there. But if they don't catch the sluggers, they're going to back off as soon as they can. We do see one squad already has shotguns identifying the double slugger build here. And we're going to see that this Apothecary and the other scout squad's going to come in. GuruSkippy is going to try and take this node down, but he may or may not be able to here. If he can't take the node down, then he's going to have to back up. But very nice micro. He's going up. He's hitting up these those scout squads here. He's going to take some losses. Not too many. Ooh, we are going to see that he's going to go for another shooter boy squad. So going for a pretty big early game here. And let's see. His existing shooter squad has no upgrades on it yet. So we may see something after that, though. We could see big shooters in that. We could see burners be a bigger priority. We might see even the Assassin's Knife from the Commando Knob. That's always a possibility.
Assassin. I always have such a hard time pronouncing all the orc stuff because I'm tempted to pronounce it correctly.
We see shotgun scouts. Well, squad that was upgrading shotguns is backing off now for AKI. So he's going to actually go with 3 shotgun scouts before even considering any kind of Assault Space Marines here. So with this kind of dual shooter here, this is going to work out pretty nice for GuruSkippy. If he gets just a couple big shooters, those scouts can become quite a bit less effective. He's going to have a lot of ranged firepower to be able to put down on the Apothecary to force him off. And we see another shooter squad coming for GuruSkippy.
Ooh, we got some major tier 1 spam coming out of GuruSkippy here.
This reminds me? This reminds me of Norny. These are the kinds of builds that made Norny famous, and he pulled them off really, really well. And it was just always a proper wad with Norny.
Awesome scout shotgun blast, by the way, knocking back that Slugger Boy squad, exploding one of its members here. And second Shooter Boy squad here being forced to retreat at just a single member. The Commando now continuing to put lots of pressure on these scouts. You can see how effective that is. Again, that heal going up a little bit late there. That scout already taking a loss, being forced to be retreated there. A little bit of knockback there, too, as well, onto the Commando Knob. By the way, the victory points are reversed, just in case you were noticing that during the middle of battle here. But we do have 472 points right now to GuruSkippy, the red player, who is represented by blue at the top of the screen, and 474 right now for AKI. Finally getting his Assault Marines out, but not before getting triple shotguns out there. Tremendous map control right now for GuruSkippy. He's got the manpower to do it, too, or the orc power, I guess I should say.
And so we actually may see, and I mentioned the Assassin's Knife. It's something a lot of orcs don't like to use, but with this triple shooter and like a lot of slug, dual slugger build, with the Apothecary and Assault Space Marines, it's something you definitely could see. So I'd watch out for that. I'd watch out for upgrades on these shooters. But again, right now he's actually doing a great job with just non-upgraded shooters. So there's his Commando Knob's got to get out of here. He's in a lot of trouble here. Everything is retreating for the orcs here. He sees the Assault Space Marines come out, which were delayed pretty heavily here by that early aggression from GuruSkippy. He forced a lot of losses on the scouts. He forced those shotguns to go up. And just overall, you know, very nice job forcing Aki to spend a lot early on and to not be able to put that into assault. Look at this, GuruSkippy, despite all those squads,
going
because
straight to tier 2. Such good build. Oh man, he just has such control over the map and just great timing on his build order right there, straight into tier 2. No, it's like he got 2 free squads out of that practically.
Yeah, you know, and I love this because a lot of players say that, oh, vanilla shooters, what in the world, you know, the non-big shooters, what is this? Who would ever do that? Those are completely ineffective. But no, they're totally effective. He's got basically a shooter for every scout that's on the field. He's got a shooter, and they're all shotgun scouts. They're not amazing against these vanilla shooters or anything. It's allowing him to tech the tier 2 very quickly. And now he doesn't have anything great to use against these assault space marines, which are being supported by this apothecary right now. But he'll find that in tier 2.
Again, we got some heals going off right now. Ooh, these Slugger Boys taking quite a bit of a beating as the assault squad turns on their heels and pours back into them right now. Try to maybe go for that one last model there.
They're not actually, and they're in a huge wog right now. They're in the midst of the army here.
Oh, one goes down.
The apothecary actually went down the middle of all of that.
How did he go down? I totally wasn't even watching that.
There were like 3 shooter squads there in the K-Knob. That's, I mean, honestly, that's, I think when you add them up, that's, let's see, it's 70, 105 RDPS, range DPS, the shooter knobs, and then you've got the commander knob is like another 35 DPS. I believe that adds up to about 140 range DPS on demand, and you know, it's not a lot when you target it across tactical marines or assault marines or even scouts or anything, because it's all split evenly among basically everything except for the K-Knob. It's pretty even. You know, the K-Knob's the only thing with a source of like a very, very high DPS. Everything else is relatively low.
And do you see what I see GuruSkippy building here? He's gonna really take advantage of that tier 2 lead right now, as Aki kind of trails behind right now, licking his wounds. That Death Dread coming out on the field right now, gonna wobble its way to victory. That is a real presence on the field right now.
Yeah, that is gonna make a huge difference. But anyway, though, you know, long story short, the apothecary is a single model, right? So it doesn't matter that there's like 15 shooters, each with the same DPS, that compose that massive DPS figure I was talking about, because it's all targeted on one model when you do that. You know, it does make a difference though against the assault space marines, which you'll see. That's why it looks like they do very little to them. Also, you know, heavy armor and stuff. But anyway, we are starting to see upgrades come out for GuruSkippy now. So these sluggers are going to be the priority here, because he wants to get the power melee that the Burnas offer. For those of you guys that do not know, power melee is a damage type that does additional damage to heavy infantry armor. Heavy infantry armor is what tactical space marines, assault space marines, chaos space marines, those kinds of units have. Also Tyranid warriors. So that's good in this matchup. But you see the apothecary there revived by a Laraman's blessing by a
bit of a rampaging death rate too, just kind of running on in there.
So this Death Dread will force a retreat from the apothecary, and it's going to force the assault space marines to waste a jump to get away from it. I always love pointing out when this happens, by the way, when you have like you kind of force your opponent to waste an ability, right? Like
put it on cooldown.
Yeah, the assault space marines would love to use every single one of their jumps landing on orcs, knocking them back, disrupting them, doing stuff like that. But when you force them to jump away, use it defensively, they all of a sudden they can't do that. They got to wait for the cooldown, they've got to wait for the energy, and it just really hurts them, hurts their offensive prowess. Just
tremendous looking map control coming out of GuruSkippy right now. You can see him attacking generators on the left, threatening his gen farm on the right, triple capping right now. 471 points for GuruSkippy versus 359 for Mr. Aki. Aki charging on in with his assault marines. No sign of melta bombs or anything like that just yet.
Bleeder is coming out on those sluggers with the Burnas.
We also have a Devastator squad coming out, so definitely getting a last cannon there. Assault Marine still playing cat and mouse right now with this Death Dread, though, pursuing after them. Bit of a heal on the assaults, picking them back up into battle. We have an explosive shot going off on the middle of those Slugger Boys as well.
So what is GuruSkippy looking to buy here? He's got about 500 requisition and 100 power. Is he looking to tech straight to tier 3 and knobs? If he is, he really should be throwing down more power. This could be a... I don't want to... Again... Oh, there goes the weird boy. All right. Just a little busy on the field. Okay, that's fine.
But, ooh, that was a pretty good victory there, and now he's going to be able to resume his gen bashing going on right now. Death Dread just kind of prowling around here, but practically complete and total map control right now for GuruSkippy. He's capping 1 requisition point over on the left, and he's threatening this gen farm on the right. But he is just dominating this matchup right now with the triple cap. We can see once again, here's the last cannon is on the field right now.
Actually, the interesting story on that last cannon, by the way, is that came out a little later than you would have thought because of all the reinforcing that Aki had to do with the scouts and such. He actually had to wait until 75 requisition to buy that. So there's quite a delay there that you would not have expected. He definitely didn't want that delay. These sluggers here are going to get explosive shot at it and move out. Again, GuruSkippy there moves the sluggers in, forces the explosive shot, knows that the explosive shot's going to come, but recognizes that, you can eat the explosive shot, get out, not take much damage. Boom. Best thing you can possibly do there.
You can see this Death Dread here just trying to take some cover, knowing that that last cannon has got humongous range right now. He can see those blasts coming out and just has to keep an eye out for keeping that range away. Oh, there we go.
Boys!
Slugger boys.
They're moving in on that last cannon.
Hidden boys. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. They are going to come right in on top.
But they're going to get in there.
They're detected now. They're charging in.
They're all over it. They're all over this last cannon. It's not. Oh, man.
Oh, nice save with the knockback.
Oh, nice.
And we see a heal coming out of the apothecary as well. That was really good, though. Double model kill off on that last cannon team, providing just the cover that Death Dread needed. However, the last cannon stands back up and starts firing once again, picking off.
Not sure why he
second shot right now.
I thought he was going to be able to finish it off, honestly.
But it looks like, that last cannon's going to have to get out of there right now, taking a little bit too much damage there. Getting 2 pretty solid shots off onto that Death Dread, and now we do see Tier 3 going up for GuruSkippy right now. A little bit of a ninja cap way on the left-hand side by AKI's scout there.
Yeah, good recognition by Aki that he's having trouble with the main battle force here. He's not really going to be able to do too much about that at the moment, so you saw that scout was not going to turn the tide of battle. He broke that scout off. He went ahead and went for the capping, but his generator's under assault here. These Space Marines jumping in on top of the shooter boys who are backing off. The weird boy is trying to get out of here without retreating. The explosive shot probably going to make him retreat. Yep. Again, though, just by retreating at the last second, well, not the last second, the last second can be a bad idea, right? Because last second is like, oh no, something bad all of a sudden just happens at the absolute last second. But waiting a little longer than the first second, maybe. Not quite sure how to put that, but kind of waiting a bit there forces an ability to have to go up. Now it's on cooldown. Some energy has been used up. So all positive things there for GuruSkippy.
Ooh, that one little non-reinforced shooter boy moving up to the right-hand side here. Perhaps trying to find his way all the way up to that victory point, maybe threatening a little bit of a ninja cap. That seems a little risky, but okay.
Well, I think at this point the shooter boys have mostly done their job. He's got the weird boy out now. He's got the Death Dread out. Ooh, his commando knob's in a little bit of danger there. I think actually the knockback on the jump from the assault squad screwed up the full auto from the apothecary.
Huh.
Because the commando knob was able to retreat right out of that immediately. And again, that's very nice that he doesn't have that, because now this weird boy would usually be getting full autoed right now is not getting full autoed at all.
Nice looking warp vomit in the middle of all of that. Shooter boys hanging back, torn in all that.
As well.
Oh, yes.
Out of there. And now look at this flank attack from the Death Dread. He's going to go straight for the Devastator squad.
Death Dread raging in there.
Get out of there. He can't get out of there quick enough. He's going to go and try to get in the building. He's going to try and get in the building, but that's going to take him out of this middle battle area. And look at this Assault Space Marine squad, very low. He's trying to get the Sergeant on it. Trying to get the Sergeant. It's only a third of the way complete, though. A hit from...
Oh, there it goes.
The Death Dread takes it out.
Oh, the Death Dread is just the hero of the day here with the flank out of nowhere. Just now are we finally seeing it? Doesn't matter. We have a good game from Aki there. So game 1 is going to be going to GuruSkippy. Oh, God, in the semifinals here. Let's move on to game 2.